Hello and welcome again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 24th of June and this time I have a couple of pieces of news for you regarding Batman Arkham Knight. The first of which on our table today is that Warner Brothers have actually addressed the PC performance issues, which of course quickly become notorious with the game only having come out yesterday. Now, they made a rather detailed post on the WB Games forums, and basically they said that they are working on fixes for both with AMD and Nvidia to fix issues with the game. Now, I will link the post in the description below this video if you wish to actually give it a read. There's quite a bit of information. I, of course, will give you the best bits as always. The main thing to take from their initial post was, quote, "Please know that we value input from those who are playing the game and we are continuously monitoring all threads posted in the official Batman Arkham Knight community and Steam forums, as well as any issues logged with our customer support. If you're experiencing any issues with the game, please be sure to report it to support.wbgames.com. In the meantime, we wanted to provide recommended in-game graphical settings for those with minimum and recommended specs hardware. We will provide recommended settings for the ultra specs as soon as we are able to conduct more tests." Now, for the minimum hardware specs, or of course the equivalent, they are recommending a 720p resolution, VSync and AA off, texture resolution of low, shadow quality low, level of detail low, and basically all the smoke, fog, paper debris, enhanced rain and light shafts off. Now, with that, they are expecting 30 with the cap. Now, to skip ahead a little bit to the end of their post, they basically recommend that you don't mess with the ini files, which of course is the known fix for the moment that of course unlocks the frame rates, and basically said that it would potentially affect the performance, but I don't know, it's up to you. Obviously you can always change it back if you do find problems, but for the moment they're only listing it as 30 FPS because they're assuming that you're not going to lift the cap. But if you do, I'd say just play around, see what sort of performance you get, and if you find better performance with the ini edited, then of course that's all you do. Now, as for the recommended, we have a 1080p resolution, VSync on, AA on, normal of shadow, texture and level of detail, but you still keep your smoke, paper debris, rain and light shafts off, and that is a 30 FPS. Again, as I said, that is all they show here. As I said, they are recommending that you don't change the ini file, but as I said, I do think you should just change it, but experiment, see how you get on, you know, with it changed versus not changed, and see which actually works better for you. So what have they actually said regarding the ini file? I keep referencing a post they made regarding this. Well, they basically said, quote, "We do not recommend that users change anything in the game's .ini files, as this will potentially negatively impact performance, including frame rate and stability. At this time, we do not recommend using Nvidia's GeForce Experience or AMD's Gaming Evolved optimization tools. We're currently working on improving streaming performance from mechanical hard drives. Addressing this is one of our top short-term priorities. For users that have an SSD available, we've noted increased streaming performance when the game is installed to that type of drive. Once again, we'd like to stress the importance of having the latest drivers from your graphics card manufacturer. Staying up to date can potentially alleviate many performance issues and will improve your game experience." So, for Nvidia users, you should have the GameForce Game Ready driver version 353.30, and AMD should have the Catalyst 15.6 beta driver. And for the moment, Crossfire on AMD is not supported, but this will be addressed in a future update from AMD. For those of you running SLI with Nvidia cards, you are actually being recommended to use the control panel to set one card as a dedicated PhysX card, which may improve performance. And they're also saying that you should not disable or edit the size of your page file. So a few recommendations there to kind of tweak your experience and hopefully improve it until they actually release an official patch. As I say, with the ini file, just experiment. To be honest, they shouldn't have locked the frame rate. I don't understand why they did that, and saying don't lock it because it might affect the frame rate basically says to me that when you unlock it, it shows how wild the dips actually are. For example, say you're running at 60 and all of a sudden you drop to like 45. That's going to be a massive drop that you're definitely going to notice, but you might not notice a drop from say 30 to 25. That seems like the reason they don't want you to do it, because they don't want you to see how wild the frame rate actually is on PC, and possibly, you know, how poorly optimized it actually is, because, well, at the moment, a PC version of Batman Arkham Knight is just an absolute disaster area. and the fact that they're saying no, don't unlock the frame rate kind of makes it sound like they don't need to see quite how bad the frame rate actually is. But to be honest, even with the frame rate locked, people are still experiencing frame rates of like 5 or 2 even, and of course frame rate shouldn't even go below 30, let alone go to single digits. I mean, Jesus. Oish. On a similar vein though, to our second piece of news, Green Man Gaming have said that they will be refunding Batman Arkham Knight customers if the technical issues on PC are not resolved with the upcoming patch. Now obviously there's no timetable for the patch from Rocksteady, but GMG have said that once it's finally here, they will stand to ready to refund its customers, sorry. And they said, quote, Warner Brothers are currently working on a patch which we are hoping will be released soon. We're talking to Warner Brothers, who are resolved to address these concerns. We want you to enjoy our game, but if after the fix has been released you still cannot play our game, we will process refund requests for it. Now obviously, for those of you who bought the game on Steam, you've most likely already been able to claim a refund, but if you bought it on GMG or anywhere else, then obviously it's a bit different. Now, no other vendors have issued a statement at the moment, so we don't know if they're offering a similar service, but if you bought it from Green Man Gaming, if the upcoming patch from Rocksteady and Warner Brothers does not fix the performance problems, have no fear, you will be able to get a refund, and hopefully other vendors will be following suit as well. I think that's a more than reasonable caveat. If it doesn't fix it, well then it's not playable basically, and you shouldn't have to wait months upon months for them to fix it properly, when you could just refund it and perhaps buy it when it goes in the Steam sale or whatever. So that's me done for this video. Do let me know your opinions. Hopefully they'll sort this out sooner rather than later. It's a real shame that the PC version is just suffering again. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.